Miranda is new with us because she volunteered.
Yeah.
I like people who are slightly mad, you know, because if you're not slightly mad when you first come to us, you will be very, very soon. So what we wanted to talk about today was the basics. And it's amazing how we can say, don't accept a friend request, but they do anyway. So I'm going to leave it over to Miranda to explain about friend requests and what they are and scammers, basically. You know, so over to you.
Okay. Hola, my name is Miranda Oliver, and quería ayudar a los grupos con hablando con lives. So I wanted to help out with the Spanish speakers if they have any questions. I know this doesn't even, so you don't think that this will happen to older generations, but it does happen to our generation. I'm 32 right now. Yo tengo 32 años. Y hay gente que dice, ay, solo pase a generaciones más avanza, pero esto se puede pasar para mi generación que son más menores, como 18 pico hasta 40 o más o menos. So, y vamos a hablar qué son las estafas y como con militares, qué podemos hacer, qué podemos... como son los red flags y todo. So we're gonna look at red flags for what's to look for scams. Like I've been scammed, not been scammed, but people have been trying to scam me for quite some time. It was military members, also with actors, musicians, everything that matters.
Once you get one, you get everybody. And I mean, I've started to get a lot. And, you know, one thing that we try to say to people is when they first get that, hello, pretty, don't jump into it. Because this is what we were saying. You know, they say, hello, pretty, you say hello, they say, give me your number and we'll go to WhatsApp.
No.
I can't understand you, Miranda, so just keep talking.
Okay, so that's fine. Because I'm going to try doing this stuff in English and Spanish, so voy a tratar de hacerlo en inglés y español para que la gente pueda saber qué estamos hablando. Esto puede pasar, esto puede pasar, no tenemos que poner nuestros teléfonos al scammer. So, si tú estás hablando con alguien en chat o en Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, hay muchas personas que van a entrar y están hablando, va a decir, baby, chica, yo quiero hablar con vos, or, you know, I want to talk to you, honey, sweetheart. I don't want you to talk to other places. Come on, just talk to me on WhatsApp or Signal. They'll be like, I want to chat with you. Let me chat with you. Do not send them, no hablas con ellos de ninguna manera, porque van a tratar de poner de una otra situación. No hagas eso. So don't like try to talk to them. If they'll try to convey you to like, oh, let's talk on a different application. Either after you've talked to them on the video game chats or whatever and all that, do not. You don't want to give that information. Once they have your information, once you have your cell phone, they're going to talk to other people. And chances are they have a group of people that will try to like manipulate you and like try different ways of sending it to other people's within their groups. It's not just men and women that are being scammed. It's my generation, and all these people will try to get numbers. So, for instance, like I talk on WhatsApp. Yo hablo on WhatsApp con mi familia solamente que están en Estados Unidos o en diferentes lugares como Uruguay. Mi mamá es uruguaya. So my mom's Uruguayan, so I always talk to family in Uruguay or in England. My dad's side of family is Uruguayan. I'm adopted, so there's only people that I know in Uruguay and England. So they're the only people I talk to. So they don't want to give out your number or give out information, because you can also give out, let's say someone wants to ask for dinero. So tal vez alguien quiere darte dinero, o you quieren enviarte dinero. No haces eso. So don't give your information out. Like, that's important information for yourself. Like, they want to ask for a bank account, telephone bill. Do not, they want to get you a telephone bill, okay? They're like, let me open up, I want a phone bill. No, don't do that, y'all. Because what they're going to do with that information, they'll open up different various accounts for the bank or whatever bank you use, and they'll get a credit card. And once you tell them, they'll ask for login information for your bank accounts or para tu banco, cuenta de banco o tu servicio de teléfono. No pones tu información para ellos, porque ellos van a abrir cuentas y luego tú vas a ser encargado de eso, de los monetarios fondos. Oye, ellos no pagan o they will call you. So your bank or your telephone company will be calling you like, hey, you haven't paid this amount of money. And you have to own amount. Yeah. And then you're like, how much do I owe? And let's say it's $1,000 or $1 million. Who has that much money? It's not the scammer's money. The scammer will definitely take your money if you go to take your money, and that's gone. So
we had a lady called Rosie Manelli who asked if she could ask a question. Yes, of course, Rosie. If you ask it in Spanish, then Miranda will watch it. We had a lady, Miranda, who did just what you have talked about there, and she found out that the scammer had ordered 34 iPhones. If you ask it in Spanish, and she had to pay for 34 iPhones. It was a lot of money.
Oh, okay. So I'm like on my phone, so I'm like doing it also trying, because like I'm on my phone, on my cell phone, so I'm like multitasking here. So let's see. So okay, muchas gracias por el info. So someone's saying thank you for the information. And then let's see. So did you ask? Yes, absolutely yes. You may ask a question. Kathy Paciolo, ¿qué es tu pregunta? What's your question?
No, it was the one before. Kathy was saying that she could. It was Rosie Manelli.
Okay.
Rosie Manelli wants to ask a question.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yes, I would like to know if you get someone's WhatsApp number, can you track them?
No, you can't track them. So once you know, like if you have, yes, I would like to know if you get someone's WhatsApp number. You can't track them. It's impossible because like every scammer, they will initially put a different number. Like if it's the States, let's say it has States number, there's no way you can contact them.
Can I just explain something, if you will explain it in your language?
Yep.
They have things called Google Voice. Now, there's about 4 or 5 different companies that do this. And you go online and you pick a number. So you pick Texas. You can register a number that comes up as Texas, but you can use that number from any cell phone in the world. So you can be sat in Lagos, Nigeria. You can phone Miranda. And on Miranda's phone, it will come up with a Texas phone number. Mm-hmm. So the location of the phone number is nothing. It is just there to trick you. It's not there to tell you where they're from.
Okay. Por ejemplo, que estamos hablando que hay teléfonos de WhatsApp y tu estafador puede marcar. There's also Google Chat or Google Voice. Que ellos pueden marcar un número que sea de tu país, Uruguay, Inglaterra, United States, Estados Unidos, Canada, whatever number they have, they will get in contact. They will try to pretend that that's from your place. Pero ellos pueden marcar a ustedes, pero no hay una necesidad para, they won't find it. No, nunca vas a encontrar el número.
And there, so many.
Yeah.
The telephone call is like the video call. It's all fake. And they get a lot of people because they say to us, oh, but he was in Texas, he was in Virginia, he was in North Carolina. No, they're not. Mm-hmm. They've got tricks. I mean, this is fraud. Mm-hmm. This is not nice. This is not nice people. Everything to do with fraud is a trick. Right, now we've got our military person and he's talking to you And he says, I need some money for food, babe, because they're starving me. I don't like the food here.
Okay. Okay, ahora estamos en el subjecto de militares usados, okay, estafadores. Que si estás hablando con como alguien está, como una militario, y ellos están pidiendo, ay, necesita dinero, mi amor, pues no mandes el dinero a ninguna persona que dice que están militares, porque los militares tienen comida en su dormitorio, tienen comida donde están estacionados. Puede estar en Corea, en todos los lugares los militares tienen las cosas, tienen comida. Y si tú querías hablar con militares que son reales, ellos tienen live chats en Instagram y TikTok. Tú puedes verlos que están estacionados en su puesta. They are in their post. So military members so if someone asks send them money, do not send them money, because militaries do have access to food, to bills. They know the military does pay for everything. So if there's someone saying, oh, I'm sick, I need you to pay me money, do not send them money, ever. Nunca mandas dinero.
Stories where they've been out on patrol and they've been shot and they've got their leg really badly wounded and they're back at the hospital and the doctor won't operate on them until the woman sends the money. I mean, I don't know how you could believe that, but plenty send money for that.
Right.
And nope, they don't need money for anything. Also, they have, the very common story is that they do not have access to their money while they're away. Yes, of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the army are not going to send somebody away for 8 months, but not pay them.
Not pay them now.
Think about it. So what's our next bit? Oh yeah, applying for leave, Miranda.
Apply for leave. Okay. Si alguien está diciendo que para el militario, oye, yo necesito ir a este lugar, okay, so no necesitan pagar, tú no necesitas pagar para su viaje a casa o lo que sea. Si están visitando familia o quieren visitar a la familia, porque depende en el tiempo de su deployment, que tiene varios días que ellos pueden sacar leave. Y entonces they don't need a leave or anything. So the military does pay for that, for the ticket in and out.
Yeah.
So
and you know, it's not, if you think about it, if they're in Syria, which they're not, but if they're in Syria, they're not going to get their best jeans on and go to the airport. Lots of Syrians.
They wear their uniforms. Like usan cuando ellos se van a ir después de deployment, ellos están en su uniforme y el aeropuerto que están yendo de servicios, like I've seen, like military members are always in uniform when they leave or something. And also in the airports, if they're doing duty airports, you will see military members in their uniforms if they're on duty. Si hay personas en el militario que están trabajando en el aeropuerto o lo que es el lugar, hospital, wherever, ellos tienen en su uniforme, no están en ropa nuestra. They are in their armed forces.
Yeah. And so if you're talking to a soldier and they say to you, will you email the commander and ask for leave?
No. So, okay, entonces que los otros militares si están diciendo, o el estafador está diciendo, tú necesitas marcar o mandar una email a mi comando, el rango que está más alta para salir o lo que sea. Ellos van a darte un correo que tal vez es Gmail account o Yahoo account. Los militares solo tienen like mil.com or tienen like military.com, like whichever ranks they are, Air Force, whichever ranks they have. So, el militario solo tiene el militario email, correos electrónicos. No tiene Google Chat, no tiene Gmail o algo así. Es imposible, no. Y estás hablando con un estafador que están escribiendo mentiras y están haciendo unas copias que son falsas, documentos que son falsos. Y ellos van a mandar a ustedes. So what they'll do, the scammers will write fake emails. So you're writing fake emails to each other, and they will send fake documents. They will send fake documents. They will send fake IDs, fake IDs. They'll say fake military IDs. They don't do that.
I think sometimes what the problem is, we get plenty of people who don't have any English or only have a little bit of English, and then will show us what the scammer has sent them, but they don't know what it said, but it looked real. So they accepted it as being from the army because it's an army sticker on the top.
Right.
It's making sure.
Sí. Y los militares que están en el Fuerzas Armadas o que sea, ellos no pueden enseñarte su carta de identificación, porque eso es propio suyo, el gobierno no quiere eso, y si está trabajando con el reina o el rey, no, eso no va a pasar, que oye, I'll send you my ID, voy a entregar yo no puedo hacer eso. So they can't send their IDs because that's private. They work for
how can they fake their checking account? It is a fake website that's actually built for that.
Exactly.
They will give you this fake website, and they're very good. I mean, these people are professional. We're not talking about kids in a room just making this up. These people are professional, and they have fake banking websites. And they will give you a login, and they'll give you a password, and you get in there, and there's this little picture, which I don't think on any bank account I've ever had, you put a picture. But, you know, it goes in, and then he's got $1 million in his checking account. There's two reasons they do this. One is so you think he's rich, and two, so they can ask you to do a transaction. The transaction is done, and then the bank says, we have to freeze your account. So then the scammer can come to you to ask for some money.
So, por ejemplo, si alguien está diciendo necesita enviar dinero y pueden inventar una página que no es real, es falso. Y en ningún banco no pone su foto real o una foto, y ellos van a decir que tu login, tu código de información para entrar. No. So they won't do that.
They won't do that. And you know, but it works because they get, you know, the money. The women think, oh, I've done something wrong, and so they pay. Right. So we're gonna just I want to make this about another 10-15 minutes, Miranda, because they are better to do. Because what I do is I take them from here and I put them on Facebook and YouTube, where we get a lot of views on YouTube.
Right.
So we've gone with the military for the moment, but as we all know, it isn't just military that they use. Now, in another one of these, we're going to do other jobs.
Perfect.
Today, we want to also talk about the man on the oil rig, because that's another favorite.
Okay. En el hombre que trabaja en el oil rig, ellos tienen una foto, se puede mandar una foto de una like cut and paste photo. So they'll do like cut and paste
so
of a person, and like no one looks like that. Nadie ve eso. Okay? Y ellos van a decir, oye, estoy off the port of Oregon o estoy en el océano de India, porque necesito dinero, pues mandarlo o...
Oh, they do like the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, Mexico, okay, Mexico, tropical Mexico, tropical Mexico, of course.
I can speak Spanish, Mexico. You see?
Yeah. Ole, Mexico.
But they always do. And of course, on an oil rig, like the military, people might never have heard of a man on an oil rig, so they don't know that the story is completely wrong. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to, you know, and if the woman says, well, I don't know about that. Oh, are you an expert? Are you here? Do you know what you're doing? Now, the thing is with the oil rig workers are employed by the company who own the oil rig. They are not independent contractors. So when the drill breaks, they are not the ones that have to pay for it. And we've gone with the bank account frozen again. So they're asking women to send thousands of dollars to mend this part on the oil rig.
Okay. So ahí y los la compañía de oil rigs están acompañados, it's paid for, pero tiene que no es individuales contractores. Ellos they're contracted y son contratados de una compañía. Y si el estafador está diciendo, oye, algo se rompió, tú necesitas poner dinero, eso no va a pasar. Que si tú mandas a ti dinero a ellos, no es correcto.
No, I mean, you know, if they weren't talking to a woman, what they're going to do about this drill when it's broken if they can't pay for it? So basically and again, a man on an oil rig can make a video call or a phone call.
Okay. So for the oil rigs, or are we talking about?
Oil rigs, they can make, on an oil rig, you can't make a phone call on the top because you probably blow it up. But right. underneath there are dining areas and accommodation areas, and they can all make calls from there.
Okay. So en el oil rig no pueden hablar en el parte de arriba porque va a explotar. Y toda la gente dice, uy. Pero adentro, después que están como en el centro, que más abajo, tiene un lugar de acomodaciones y pueden hablar con familia, pueden comer, tiene habitaciones y ellos pueden hablar. Y también en el militario también, ellos, la familia, pueden hacer una videollamada, lo que sea. Si estás en deployment, ellos pueden hablar. Y también, if they're on base, they can. So.
Lourdes has said that the oil rigs are not independent contractors. Lourdes, let me explain that I live in an oil rig town. If you go down there for about 2 miles, they actually build them. And if you go down there for about 2 miles, they actually take them apart. We do everything with them in this town. There are many men in this town who work oil rigs. And the people who own the oil rigs are ExxonMobil, Shell, BP, the big companies, because an oil rig is a factory, and it's got to work 24/7. And if anything goes wrong with it, the part's got to be there and quickly. Oh, and also, you're not Lourdes, you're Miranda.
Yeah.
Also, Miranda. The flights to an oil rig worker works 2 to 4 weeks on, 2 to 4 weeks off. But all flights backwards and forwards to the rig are paid for by the company.
Okay. Y en el oil rig que Ruth vive como ella vive cerca de una oil rig y la compañía están como they're building it, están como creciendo, construyendo el oil rig. Y tiene cuatro semanas que están trabajando y después 4 semanas que no están trabajando. y todos los vuelos allá, de donde se van a ir a su lugar, como donde está su casa, o están pagados, los vuelos están pagados.
So what we're saying is, there is never a man that you will talk to online, or a woman if you're a man, who would ever genuinely need money from you.
Right. Sí, okay. Sí, alguien, okay, can you repeat that again?
I forgot that. It doesn't matter what job they are saying. Nobody that you talk to online would never, ever need any money from you.
Sí. Si estás hablando con alguien y no están pidiendo dinero, son generosos, como son genuine. Pero como tu familia y todo, que estás hablando, no van a decir, no van a pedir dinero. So they're not going to ask you for money, like if you're talking to people, like in general, your friends won't ask you for money. They won't.
Who would want a man who really wanted to borrow?
Y ningún hombre y ninguna mujer que estás hablando, si tienes una relación en vivo o si tienes una relación a distancia, puede ser una otro país y todo, ellos estás en una genuine relación, tu pareja no va a pedir dinero. They will never ask you for money if you're in a genuine relationship.
Said there, why are they saying the company frozen their account? Why do you think, Claudes? So that they can borrow money from the woman. Of course nobody's got a frozen bank account. They are telling you they've got $1 million in the bank, but the bank's frozen it. If you've got $1 million in there, you're a VIP. But there is always the story of a frozen bank account, so they can ask the woman for money. Only. It's not real.
Sí. Porque hay muchas personas que están como los hombres, que los estafadores piden dinero a las mujeres o los hombres en generación, que pueden decir, oye, el cuenta está bloqueado, no puedo hacer nada, y están pidiendo, van a pedir a nosotros, van a pedir. They're going to ask you for, like, I need this money. Please, send it to me. You don't want to do that. Porque van a frisar. Si tú mandas dinero o si ellos envían una paquete en correo, it was a traveler's check or a cashier's check, they ask you, you need to send this money to me now or whenever, it will be fake. It'll be like, paid to order of my name, like Oliver so-and-so, okay? McSilly or something. They will try to send you, if you were to do it in your account, si tú tenías una cuenta de banco y querías mandarte algo en el correo electrónico, como unas cashier's check, una cheque de viajes, esos van a ser falsos, porque alguien se escribió y alguien se mandó una paquete por FedEx o por UPS o por Postal Service, y van a tener una paquete como, I'm a visual learner, so ese es el paquete, tiene tu dirección y tiene una falsa dirección acá. So they'll have a fake address on here, and then they'll have your address on here, and then you open it, oh, there's a check, it's falso, it's a fake check. So once you try to bring that check to the bank, and you do that, I don't know how, through ATM or through the bank, they'll receive that check. But if you are not sure if this check is legit, si tú no sabes si ese no sé si es real o falso, tú puedes decir, entra en el banco, go to the bank, go inside the bank and stuff cashing into an ATM machine. And then you can say, hey, I got this traveler's check. Yo tengo una cheque que yo tengo que enviar a esa persona. Y yo quiero que tú fijas. So there are banks that know about frauds. They know about what bad checks are. Because once it bounces back, then they'll close your account. Ellos van a cortar tu cuenta. Y si tú tienes cuentas en cualquier lugar, ellos van a sacar dinero después, un poquito. So they will, if you have your bank account open or anything, they will slowly take that money out, that your hard-earned money. Oh, she gave me her bank account. This person is so generous. She gave me my bank account. I'm not gonna take that bank. Bye. And then once you try to pay something, it's done. So who's like, you know, it's that's worse, and that's called fraud.
Let's sort of think about this. That, you know, if I said to Lourdes, why do I keep Lourdes? I'm very sorry. I keep calling Miranda by your name.
That's okay. I don't care. Whichever is, I understand. So
but, you know, the thing is that if I said to you, Miranda, while I'm on, the bank's frozen my bank account. If I sent you a check, would you cash it for me? You would think I was very strange. But if you've been talking to me for a few weeks, talking to a stranger for a few weeks, and he'd been calling you baby and honey and telling you he loved you, women say yes. You must always be strong and say no. At this point, by the time we've got to this point, I want you to say no and block them. They're never going to be real.
Si ellos están hablando de personas por, no sé, por unas semanas o largo tiempo, y ellos quieren que tú pones dinero o lo que sea, no envías una cheque porque esos van a ser falsos. No existe, es falso. ¿Por qué? Y tú tienes que reportarlo y bloquearlo, no más. Si es como una solitud de amistad que tú no conoces, si tú están siguiendo a tu favorito cantante o lo que sea, que alguien que tú le gusta su contenido o like sus cosas que es sus posts o sus fotos, lo que sea, le gustan y tú seguirlos. Y también tú puedes saber los accounts, los profiles, que hay las personas que tú estás hablando con o tú sigues, tienen mucho montón de amistades, so, like friends. They'll have lots of friends. And then also, like, you know, with the fake profiles, they'll have less followers. And then what they'll do is they'll like do some videos of the same exact day or different ones, because I know a lot of times that I've seen profiles, like yo vi perfiles sobre Instagram y sobre Facebook, lo que sea, TikTok también, que hay personas que tú gusta que tienen fotos que eran viejos en el perfil que están falsos, tiene esos fotos, tienes esos videos. Y también, si tú haces una video chat con la persona, o lo que sea, si es mujer y todo, ellos van a poner en el computador ahora que estamos haciendo una pantalla que está blanco, que está negro. Y están hablando con una voz que es distinto, africano, o lo que sea. Tú sabes que es falso. So if there's someone that you're talking to online and you like their content or anything, like I follow a couple of people that I love their content, like I find their things amazing, what they're doing, and I follow them. And the easy way that you can tell that these profiles are fake on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or wherever sites you guys know or you guys talk to, they will be fake, because a lot of the profiles have old videos of these, let's say, these soldiers that have old videos, or singers, or whoever you love, or whoever you are inspiration to. Those old fake videos that these people have, they're no longer on their main account. So on their main account, they have a lot of followers, and then the fake accounts have less followers, and you know.
And I think most times you can say if you look. But I think often, you know, they will get you on Instagram and they will take you straight to Telegram or WhatsApp, so that you don't come back and check the Instagram account. Don't look that close, you know. And it's just looking at everything. Do not take any stranger that comes to you for real, because they won't be. Not any of them.
Right, sí. Y si tú sigues si alguien te manda una amistad de solicitud, request, a friend request, Instagram o Facebook y tener no muchos like seguidores, y ellos van a decir, oye, quiero hablar contigo en WhatsApp o lo que sea, y después si ellos van a borrar su cuenta. So people will, like, once you talk to them, these scammers, they will delete their accounts once they find their victim, and then they will pull them aside, like, hey, I want to talk to you on WhatsApp or anything. And once that's done, once you give their phone number, once you give your phone number, like, let's say I give a phone number to this person, and they start writing me on WhatsApp, or like I use WhatsApp a lot, or Signal, or Telegram, or whatever thing they will, because they're encrypted. So once you try it, and it's like, oh my gosh, like this person, they will try to block you. They will erase their profile, and so you won't be able to look. See, ellos van a bloquear a veces cuando ellos saben que, oye, si tú encontraste que son un estafador, ellos van a bloquearte, lo que sea, para que tú no puedas decir a la persona, oye, este es un estafador, y they'll keep on doing it again. Once they'll block you or anything, they'll try putting up other accounts. Like, van a poner nuevos briefings, lo que sea, para los otros víctimas.
They don't like
y puede ser los otros, la misma persona que está en el estafador, but different people. So it could be the same, like, scammer you have, or different scammers that try to, like, get you.
Yeah, they will. And we know they don't give up. Sadly, they get people back again. I want to leave it there, Miranda, if we can. Perfect. I want to thank everybody that's been on. Don't take any notice of the number at the top. It never counts our visitors.
Exactly.
I'll go out of it and say, so-and-so, and 354 other people watched it, and you think, well, why didn't you say it? But yeah, so thank you very much, Miranda. We will do it.
You're welcome.
And you know, if anybody wants Miranda to talk about anything in particular, then come and ask us, because if we can spread this around in ways that everybody can understand. Exactly. So I'll leave you to say goodbye to everybody.
Gracias a todos que estaban acá. Thank you for everyone that was coming in. If you need assistance with anything, I'm more than happy to assist anyone. Especially with Spanish speakers, hispanohablantes, si quieres alguien que hablas tu idioma, o lo que sea, or it could be also Portuguese. Like, I know Portuguese is tough, but I can maybe help with translation or what. If you have any questions, just ask. I would be happy to help.
If anybody wants to get in contact with Miranda, just come to our Facebook page and come to messages, and we'll get her, and she'll come and talk to you there. So it's going to be very easy to find and, you know, talk to Miranda. So, you know, if anybody needs it, or any relatives, because we do get a lot of people where it's mama or grandma, or, you know, is the one in the scam. So thank you, Miranda. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and
you're welcome. This is my first time, so bear with me. I was a little bit nervous, so trying to, like, think about, like, how to say this. Like, I wanted to make sure, like, I say this right. So, like, sorry if I was, like, pausing, thinking, like, what am I doing? Y gracias por tener paciencia conmigo. Eso es mi primera vez haciendo eso. Y yo tenía que pensar qué quería hacer, porque español para mí es mi segunda lengua, porque mi mamá es uruguaya y mi papá es inglés. So, en la casa normalmente hablamos inglés. Y mi hija es mitad dominicana y mitad nicaragüense. Yo soy nicaragüense de nacimiento, pero soy adoptada. So basically what I was saying is, thank you for everyone for having patience with me. English is my main language I speak at home because of my dad. My dad is British, so I was raised British Uruguayan. My mom is Uruguayan British. So I do speak Spanish, but I don't speak it normally at home. The only reason why I speak Spanish is because I grew up with it. And then if you guys want to ask questions or anything, feel free to contact me. I'm on Facebook.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Around that we do have a Spanish speaker. If anybody knows anybody of any other languages who is prepared to do this, then please let us know, because I would like to do them in a lot, because I just feel that, you know, I'm English and the ladies from America, they all speak English, and we want to let everybody know that we want to include as many people as we can. Because scammers scam everybody.
Oh, yes, exactly.
So, you know, we've got to be there. So thank you, Miranda. We'll talk.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
We'll do it again. So thank you very much, everybody.
You're very welcome.
Okay,
bye, everybody. Adios. Que tengas un buen fin de semana. Have a good weekend, everybody. Have a great Friday evening, and hopefully you enjoy it and everything. So hopefully this gives you, like, a broad, like, I guess, I don't know, like, someone that's young that understands where you're going through, and I understand where you're going through. Like, people have been people have tried scamming me. So at least it gives a broaden horizon. Like, oh, this isn't just older generations. This is younger generations like me. I'm 30. I look probably 16, like 20 years old. But I mean, I'm saying mom.
Not just women, you know. She makes me feel 90.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll see you all next time. Bye.
See you next time. Bye.